Anyhow, welcome to our first news. We'll be doing another one. We'll be continuing on from where we left. So it's been an entire week since I've uploaded, but I got lots of good stuff to start the day with. Right. So it is currently 6:39 p.m. Eastern Time, May 8th, 2026. Now, so currently the Z location of my character, wherever it sits, the emote that I'm using is currently broken. So not only is that also a bad thing, the couch isn't going to render me. So if I try sitting here in this game, it's going to be broken. My avatar is basically floating in the air. So I want to be first and start off with some of the worst news that I could bring up first, and some of the good news that I could possibly bring up first. So I just want to get you just a bit of a idea of the sort of nature of video that this is going to be, because not only is it not going to contain images, I feel like all you have to do is just hear from me, like in the form of a podcast. This is the only way you'll be able to figure it out for me from here, because lots of things are going on, but something that pisses me off the most is that you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel and you haven't left a dislike on any of my videos. You should leave a like on the videos. Reverse Psychology, my librarian. No, I'm kidding. So Roblox wants to pass this update that's very problematic, obviously problematic. So now they want to charge you to not only pay for shirts, like to publish them, right, and put them on a market store, keep them publicly on the market store. They want to charge you for games. If you want to make a game, well, they're gonna charge you. They're gonna charge you soon for it. And then they passed this new update where Roblox Plus basically terminates this donation function within the games, right? You only have like this 500 to 1,000 Robux daily limit of how much Robux you can pass out to somebody. So not only is Please Donate in games like those just completely dead and absolutely going to be left functionless, this is going to cripple the Roblox economy further down. Whoever is passing updates like those are sick out of their mind. Actually, here's a better question. Who are passing these updates? Who? Where? What Muzzin Thriller is passing these updates and saying, yeah, that's a genius update? Are you stupid? On this channel, on Recraft's channel, on Sharkblox's channel, DJ Monopoly's been complaining about it. Sabrina might have complained about it. She's not doing it far enough. What about Steak? Where? Where? Absolutely nobody asked for this update, right? Where they say that, oh, you can't donate, you can't buy game passes in game now, you can't do that. So they went for the shoppers who, the ones who want to make their own merch and sell their merchandise on Roblox. That's how you can also get money. Crazy. That's how you're able to get money on Roblox as well. Besides the Star Creator Code, which, by the way, the Star program is still in critical condition. Creepcraft, the one who very formed it himself in 2016-17. Well, a little bit around there, but he made the program. He's gone. He's gone. A lot of different creators were gone because they retaliated. That was just the one clear action that we were able to do. Then they came the lawsuits. Then came in their bitching about the age verification that they boasted about in 2025. Now they're like, guys, we think it's bad. Alright, reverse lobby it. Help us out. Absolutely. Let's go remove this need for making this thing a national law that it says that you need to have age verification to be safe for the kids. It's not about the kids, my friends. I didn't think so. No, it's not. It's not about the kids. The ones who still think these are for the kids are the 50, 40-year-olds out there who think this is a great thing. We can keep kids safer by surveilling their every move on the internet and in public, and think this is to help keep kids safe. No, this is to help the government surveil your ass and arrest you for some of the most stupidest things, and maybe probably misidentify you. Along with all the kids are growing beards really quick on this form. They will tell you there's still kids getting past that age verification bullshit who AI generate IDs and use a beard. They literally draw with markers and watercolor. All they have to do is put in black or brown colors on their cheeks and go turn left, right. Alright, I am now officially this age. Boom. Verified. Then they try to make this ID thing, of course. Well, guess what? You can AI generate an ID. Say, oh, AI generate an ID for this. Yes, right through. So they're crippling the merchandise economy. They did now. And even worse, they said, guys, we should higher the price of avatar items that cover your full character's body because you guys totally love our update with the dynamic heads. You love those things, the dynamic faces, dynamic heads, whatever it is, right? And then people started buying items to hide their faces because they saw it was so ugly, so absolutely disparaging, so disgusting, so horrid and rancid that they were like, we can't stand these faces and heads, right? The very head that this character wears now, which, by the way, it's this face. It's this face. I bought it because, simply put, I can't stand looking at a dynamic head ruining the composition of the character. I had to straight up wear a smaller dynamic head, then put a face on top of it, just so that I can avoid that very weird issue whenever you take a screenshot of your avatar and a thumbnail. Like, all my thumbnails now these days are just thumbnails of my avatar before that dynamic faces update. Now they're trying to ransack the money out of people who want to post games, who want to publish the shirts on the Snarkit store, right? Then they came in for donations. Now, if the donation ability is not going to work, guess what? So sad, too bad, you're still sad, right? I'm very seriously rethinking of where Roblox is going, right? So they're basically already in the grave, right? They already dug themselves a grave. Now they're inside the grave. They're not closing the casket yet. They're not dead. They're not closing it yet. They're just out there watching from like down inside the ground from their grave going, why? Wow, why does everybody hate us? I wonder why everybody hates you. And the one who's passing these updates. Who? Why? Creecraft, let me give you an example. He's a good example because he's one of the largest YouTubers who is upfront about these things. He is extremely honest about how much he knows within the realms of bounds that he is able to interact with Roblox itself, right? He even doesn't know who passes these updates, and he even recently just wonders, what if it's David Buzuki passing these updates? What if it's actually him? If it's him, why the fuck are you doing this? You know it's horrible for the player base. Are you trying to filter out who is poor? Maybe the ones who are wealthy who want to give their face away, like their ID and biometric data, are the ones who want to give out their information. Maybe they just want to know who's rich and who's not. Because clearly, if you want to truly experience Roblox as it is, you clearly need to be able to afford Roblox Plus. Somewhat. Because they hired the floor price. The floor price for all the items that you see are now 71 Robux. No, forget about 50. 61? You're crazy. 71 Robux is not the floor price for most of the items that I'm seeing. 91 Robux is the floor price for some other items that I'm seeing. You know how much dresses cost? Well, get ready to pay over 100 Robux to do so. Oh, even worse, regional prices, AI price gouging. Now they're going to use AI prices, which I bet that they've been already testing by now. Where if you pay somewhat more than what everybody else does, you have to pay more for items. While everybody else who pays less for items have to pay less. So I'm getting 71 Robux on my speed. 71 for one single item. You know how much I used to pay for items back in the day? 25 fucking Robux. 25 to 50. That's like 25 cents. Cheap. You can get, it will cost you 3 hats worth of a price for 1 hat now. That's how bad the inflation is getting. You want to buy a outfit accessory like a dress or shirt or maybe a bodysuit or some armor on your avatar for like your R15 avatar or your R3 avatar. Alright, you wanna look like me? Alright, pay over 100 flowing Robux to do so. That's like paying for 5 to 4 hats, by the way. Back in the day, which was, by the way, less than 3 years ago. 3 years ago, you didn't have to pay 71 Robux for one measly hat, right? And if people think that's bad, or that's not that bad, it's just 71 Robux. Wait until it starts accumulating. Let me. If I were to show you my inventory, right, and showed you how much I paid for each item, you would notice it's quite low. Why? Because it was affordable, and you didn't have to go to games and say, "I need Robux." Well, guess what? Because they removed the donation feature, Game Pass feature for in-game purchase donations, that function itself, which kills please donate a whole bunch of other games like starving artists and starving music producers, well, now that that's gone, you can't even beg for Robux in the first place. Wait, but what if you afford Roblox Plus? Well, if you got Roblox Plus, which by the way they replaced Roblox Premium for, Roblox Plus destroys Roblox Premium and basically says, well, if you don't have Roblox Plus, you can't donate to people. And if you have Robux Plus, you only have a 500 to 1,000 Robux limit, which is, by the way, $5, $10 each day at the minimum. So if Creecraft wants to be able to pass his Robux, for example, or Stake wants to give away Robux, if they want to, they can't give away more than 500 to 1,000 Robux per day. How do YouTubers get around that? And how do you pay people? Group funds are some of the last things ever possible to be able to donate through people with, right? Without Roblox Plus, because they don't say that exactly. Doing so gets you banned on Roblox, so you know. Abusing funds and giving it as a way to pay people off, right? It's seemingly a bannable offense in Roblox. Well, I wonder why. Because now that's the only way you can do it. Don't get caught, and you'll be good. Is the way that we're rolling with here now. So if you wonder why anybody wonders why I haven't posted new shirts or games, it's because of specifically bullshit that like this that happens on the Roblox platform around May 2026. I can't even turn 21 years old without Roblox passing another update worse than the last. Oh, I want to celebrate my 10th anniversary? Well, well. I'm not even in June, and I was like, maybe if Roblox keeps away from these things, it would be fine. No, I'm a hypocrite. I'll accuse myself of being a hypocrite. I should have been much more on the part of, hey, what's the next horrible thing that Roblox could pass? Rather than being optimistic, my optimism surely killed the moon here, because now I never would have thought they would have started charging for posting games. Then publishing the shirts and keeping them on the market. 3D clothing, well, you gotta pay for that too. UGC, pay for that too. Post the game, keep it up, you gotta pay for that too. Now you can send in Robux, that you gotta pay for that too, and you won't be able to send more than what you can send, which is worse. And then they removed the dynamic faces. I can't even show up to a 10th anniversary, by the way, without it looking like my character looks like this biological beast. It looks like this Frankenstein of what it was. This avatar, I can give you a perspective here. If you look at the head, it's rounder, but the hair is misplaced. It's misplaced. The neck is longer, so it doesn't look normal. If this were old Roblox, this hat would have been a lot lower. Can't do that now. That's not a feature. Gone. Ruined. Ruined to time. And there's another video I'd make, but that's what I have for Roblox, right? We have another one. So, David Attenborough, he's now currently 100 years old as of May 2026, which is, by the way, 11 years before my birthday. And just so y'all know, nobody tries to celebrate that these days. Last time I had my 20th birthday, I celebrated by swinging in a game AFK for 2 hours while speaking to my cadets and spamming the description, right? I even kept the same description since May 19, 2025 saying, Happy second decade. Never changed the description. Never ever did. I kept it up and it stayed consistent. Lots of other places still have me saying happy second decade because I hit 20 last May 19, 2025. Now we're hitting May 19, 2026 and I can't go 1 month, 1 week, 1 day without looks going, what's the next shitty update we can pass? What's the next horrible thing we can do to make people so insufferable to the point Viz has to make a video every single 2 weeks, 2 videos every week in order to catch up to such? So I've been able to take down the bathroom hangout game, right? And I'll make a video on that separately, but that's the end of this video because I gotta make a separate video for the victories I gained on the other game. So stay safe out there, protest peacefully, know your rights. Whatever you say about me is what you say about society. This is the project in here. I've been at this for 8 years, and that is all I have to say about this one. Seriously. And then the next video is going to be about bathroom hangout. That's all I have to say.